Omar Ortiz Global. I am Omar Guzman Ortiz. Today I'm going to talk about the Ghost Gun. Now, the Ghost Gun is a handmade gun by everyday people all around the world. And here we're watching in this video, we're seeing different men who having a contest with ghost guns. Now, ghost guns are a gun that you can put together yourself. You can buy a kit for this gun. The kit has different parts to it. They can be outside metal or even different plastics as far as the gun's concerned. They have no serial numbers on these guns, and the guns themselves, they do use regular bullets for these guns. Now here we have a expert. He's talking about the ghost gun and different type of ghost guns. This one here has a metal on the outside, but there are plastic parts that you put inside the gun. But the mechanism to fire the gun is going to be metal for your trigger and other mechanisms themselves. Now you can buy a kit for a ghost gun, and you can put a ghost gun together in a matter of 30 minutes. The biggest problem that the U.S. government and law enforcement is having with these guns is that they are not traceable. There is no serial number on it. You don't have to register it. If you're using it for private use, you don't have to register this gun. Now here we're showing a gun with a certain type of plastic. Now these type of plastics, what ways explaining it, it's if you have a certain type of mechanism or plastic and metal or of a gun over 80% as far as the mechanisms or metals or whatever, you have to supposedly register the gun. I don't really know the technical situation, how they measure it, but there's certain stipulations when it comes to this gun where you do have to register it. But supposedly if it's mostly plastic, you don't have to register the gun. Now also with these guns, you can get them in any type of design, as far as pistols, rifles, shotguns. These guns can be put together in various type of styles, or series of weaponry. There was the big controversy last year with a young man, and 16 years old. He was buying different kits because you don't have to have any certain age to buy these kits for these guns. And he was putting these guns together, and then he was ordering different metals far as the trigger and things of that nature to put inside the plastic gun, and he was selling them. It was very extremely controversial because there's no real regulations except for if the gun has a certain amount of metal in it, we had to register it. So it wasn't illegal for him really to make these guns. It's a very controversial situation. Here we have a gentleman. He's an ex-con. He comes out. He has standing by a 3D printer. They use a certain type of plastic, and what you can do is you can program your laptop and put the kind of gun you want in the different types of plastics or whatever. It'll give you different shapes of the gun that you see here on the screen of the laptop. Guys are programming from the laptop to 3D printer different shapes of plastics, and then they'll put the gun together. When they 3D print these guns, it's not all one gun. They had to print out different parts of it, and then they put it together. And of course, they have to put in certain metal mechanisms inside the gun in order for it to be used. Now here, this part here is showing these guys who have contests. There are contests around the country where these guys are, so you can improve the ghost gun as far as the firepower, the shape, It's a whole big underground of people that are really deep into this thing, purely for entertainment purposes. Now in Philadelphia, there was a proliferation of these guns, particularly in 2021. There were a lot of murders in Philadelphia, and these reporters here talking about how the city's really now trying to find some kind of regulations with these guns, and also President Biden is trying to get a regulation on as far as people being able to order the different kits for these guns to try to stop the gun violence. Because the main problem the police have with these guns, like I said, there's no serial number on these guns. And associate of mine was asking me, can they follow the ballistics? On a ballistics on a gun is when a bullet goes through the chamber. It has certain scratches that are developed on the bullet, and that's how they trace the bullet to a certain gun. Now I don't know how that works with the ghost gun, but that's about it. Omar T signing off.